It's time you evaluate that friend circle. Evaluate who's within your circle, who you consider close to you, who you consider like the people that you're tight with. And that's so important, like as young people learn at any age, honestly. And it's always just a good reminder. So with me, I'm like, just to give context, in like high school and school, I've always, not even just high school, just all throughout school, I've always been that guy that's like, why are you friends with everyone? Like, why do you have so many friends? Why are you like, how do you know them too? Like Christian, what? You know them as well? And stuff like that. Just like always like being able to make friends really easy. That comes really natural and just easily to me. And being able to connect with a lot of people, I'm a kind, friendly person. So I mean it's easy. But like one thing I truly realized is like, going through high school and I graduated earlier this year is not everyone is truly meant to be in that close group that you call your friends. Some people are just acquaintances. Some people are, they might be like, your little friends in school, but will you actually talk to any of those people? Like, is school, is work, are you only friends, like quote unquote friends with them because you have those things in common? Is that's what's happening? Because there's so many people that like I would be like, oh yeah, we're cool, we're friends. But then it's like after high school ended, we haven't talked, we haven't hung out, we haven't done anything, we don't text. And it's like you can start to see like after high school who's the tight knit group, who's the people that you're really close with. And I already knew this whole entire group, honestly. I knew who would be those people just from during the school year, because during senior year, I really focused on just strengthening the bonds and relationships that I have that are already close rather than wasting my time, on just people that I know aren't truly like out for my best interest, but we're just there because we have something common, which is school. So those are the people that you're gonna find and connect with. Just tighten that circle, close. Be able to have different rings. I call it rings, or like an onion, like in Shrek, like he talks about like ogres are like onions. But truly, you have to have different depths and layers. That's how you have to operate in life if you truly want to be successful. If you want to be able to not let everyone, because not everyone needs to be in your business. If you truly want to just be successful and, have the right people. So I would say first you have this outer layer. It's just like everyone, just like, random people, strangers, people you don't really know that well at all. And these might just be people you meet. Might be that classmate that you might say hi to, like just because you walk into the class that day. But it's just for people like that, just on the outer circle, you kind, be kind to people. That doesn't mean have an excuse to just be mean to people, but no, be kind still. And then your next layer, you have like your more acquaintances, people that, you might regularly see like maybe once a week or maybe it could be even every day, but it's not that deep of a relationship. You talk, but it's mainly small talk. It's shallow conversations. Nothing too deep, really. You talk about the task that's at hand or the environment that you're in. These people, you don't want to get too in depth with them. You might not know that much, and you might want to keep it that way. But you can. Some of those people also end up becoming friends. So you just have to see the potential in that. And then your next layer, you have like you actually your friends. You have people that you really connect with. You connect more than just the class. You speak outside of that class. You speak a bit out of things not revolving around school or not revolving around work. And you recognize you have some common interests, you have some shared morals or values or perspectives, but you haven't reached like that best friend level, but you still trust them enough. You trust them more than most people, and you feel comfortable. You feel like you can be like a version of yourself, maybe not fully 100% you, but you feel like you feel pretty confident, and you feel like, oh, you could pick them out of the crowd and go sit with them at like the cafeteria or ask, to borrow something or something like that. And then next you have your tight group. You have that group that like your ride or dies. You have your group that like they're your best friends. They're the ones that you can be 100% yourself. You can always count on them. You can text them, you can FaceTime them at night. You can text them and be like, I need advice on this, And you have to set things up in life. You have to set rings of how to separate and categorize people. And this isn't to, like, offend or make others feel bad or less than others, but it's just to protect you and to keep things in place to where you can have your own success. And it also creates guidelines that help keep that relationship what it is, or can even strengthen it, because it helps you if someone really you're seeing more morals align and other things other than school or work or wherever that common place is, then they can go deeper into those rings. But if you notice someone, their morals aren't really aligning with you, you don't, it's just like you're feeling more distant. You can, some of those like best friends, they can end up being pushed to friends, or even later things change. It's a part of life. And that's just something that I've learned. And I think it's just so important. But it's better now that you realize who is really gonna be that tight group, the tight group of friends. Friends are so important and detrimental to your success in life, and not just success, your emotional well-being, mental well-being, physical well-being even. And you know how people say like you're a sum of the like what 5 closest people you're with. So if you really have that 5 closest people in the group, if you have that locked in, then you're gonna become a better person. That's what you should be focused on. So I guess this is just a message to anyone let's like watching this. If you feel like you're supposed to cut off someone, cut off. Like if you're coming across this video, cut off the person. If you feel like you need to just maybe not just completely cut off, but like you need to put some distance. You need to put some perspective on things and realize that this person probably isn't healthy to be around all the time. This person isn't who you're called to be around. Or maybe this person you're feeling like, you know what? What do I need to do to just make them a part of that deeper friend group? And like, I really want them to become a core part, that inner group. So yeah, that's just the message. Be careful with your friend groups and just value them. Once you really build that circle, it takes time. I'm still developing mine, but I really still feel like I have a solid circle. And you're able to just really feel a lot more freedom, and you don't feel as much pressure to have to, like, you feel like you don't feel as responsible and like you have to please all these different people. No, that's not the case. You shouldn't people please. You shouldn't feel like all these like just random people should be able to have this different level of depth and knowing of you, and this like you don't have to feel that same responsibility to them as you do that closer group, because it gets tiring. It can become tiring. You can put a burden on yourself, and that's very easy, especially for people that are caring. Like this has happened to me before. It's like you want to help so many people, but then you don't have people lined up in the right priorities. So then you feel like you're burdened with helping so many people, and it negatively affects you. And then those emotions can end up coming out on the same people that are close to you, or those same people that you're trying to help. So really, 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 truly, just do a check. Do a check. Really list through your friends, look through your contacts, look through your Snapchat, look through your Instagram, look through your iMessage. Like you look through even WhatsApp, I guess, if you're watching this in another country other than America. Look through it and really evaluate things. Evaluate it and get some perspective. I'm telling you, it will absolutely change your life. This is something I've learned as I'm becoming a young adult. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Next video tomorrow. This is the 3rd video. We're out.